Events, concerts, just rake it all in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of risk, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Like
risk.
at the end of these 2 days, you may or may not make a profit.
Yep. It's all up to the weather gods and, you know, the community to come out, and up to us to make sure that we're marketing it enough that people are aware and we're providing them with something that they want.
So relationship with whoever has the property, the community,
Yep.
then figuring out how the rental of that property is going to get paid for. Here you have corporate sponsors.
Yeah, we do. We do rent the parking lot as well.
Okay.
So we are paying fees, but it all varies. The Coliseum's been great to us here, so we love coming here to this location. And that's what also goes into the part of coming back to the same places. As we grow and we realize that, you know, our partners are valuable to us, we love them, they appreciate our presence, and we help bring people to their facilities as well. So it's a win-win, and it's hard to find those win-wins sometimes, so once you find them, you just want to hold on to them. So.
Well, and you've got really good, I met Caitlin. She's super, and if she's a poster of your team, then you got a good team.
Yes, yeah.
And Tom owns this security company here.
Yeah.
They are super people and very refreshing and different from a lot of other security companies.
They are, yeah. We've worked with them for years. Since we took over the festival, they were actually the original security team on the festival prior to us as well. So they've always been great to us. He owns a landscaping company too, and he's an entrepreneur at heart. But again, it comes down to just supporting the small businesses and the little guys, right? Because they're the ones who care, and them being here matters to us because we matter to them. And it's all about connection and mutual collaboration.
It's small and medium-sized businesses that have been most affected during these past 2 years.
Yeah.
And I was explaining to, I've got it on the camera, the lady that owns the granite concrete little dishes and all, who owns 2 gyms.
Yes.
Marvel lives in White Rock, and we had a really nice time during a quiet moment. And I like to do that. I like to visit with people like you, because I watch YouTube as well, and it's entertaining and it's helpful to understand there are people out there, different parts of the world, going through the same kinds of experiences, can identify with each other. And so you really understand working with so many small business owners who are trying to make a living and trying to do it in a way that gives them a measure of freedom, and all of a sudden that was squeezed, that was kind of shut down, and their dreams, much more maybe than other people, were really hampered. They were really damaged. So a big part of what I think it sounds like you're doing is bringing them back out of that time in our history where they can start to breathe again and start to do what they love to do, and bring people a lot of joy and entertainment and good food, and in a friendly place. Very family friendly.
Yeah, we're trying really hard to just bring everybody back out to something that is comfortable for them, but, you know, a little bit of a sense of normal, because it's just been so tough for so many people. And honestly, it's really refreshing for these small businesses to come out and just get to do what they love to do again. Like I mentioned earlier, you really want to own a food truck or a business, like you really got to be in it, and when you put your heart and soul and you commit to something, and something beyond your control just kind of crushes that, it really sucks. So for these people to be able to get back on their feet, it's awesome.
So the fact that Kat and Jason have weathered storms and have a long history, coming to this point, being able to go through a difficult situation, and now it seems like in some ways we're on the other side of that. Let's talk about the future a little bit before we wrap up. What does it look like for you and the food truck festival industry?
It's changing all the time. So we're going more local based. We used to travel all over the country, like I mentioned, but now it's trying to just stick to our communities, right? Like the small people are where the heart and soul is, and that's what really matters to us. So we've expanded here. we want to do more locations, bring on some more sponsorships and partners, activations. We brought a bouncy castle out today, like just bringing new activities for people, so it changes up, but it's familiar at the same time. And then for our other business, we're looking at consulting and helping out other businesses grow. Like I mentioned, that's what really drives home the energy, is seeing other people around us get lifted up and improve and create new things and serve new products and reach new audiences, and that's exciting to me. And so for us, 10 years from now, maybe we might have somebody helping us manage this and we're on to consulting and kind of overseeing things, but for right now we're in it.
You're very hands-on.
Yes, very hands-on.
Very hands-on. You do the P&E, which is the Pacific National Exhibition, Vancouver, and then you do many other regional or local festivals like Chilliwack.
Yep.
You have individual food trucks.
Yep.
And then you can provide a range of other services. For instance, if a community that may be having somebody watching this and wanting to know about doing something like this, you would be able to help them right from the beginning,
yes,
right through the process. And
yep,
that's worth a lot to people, not to have to reinvent or go through the unnecessary. If there was something you wish was not a part of this industry, what would it be?
I would say maybe just the fact that it's expensive for people to come out. I think that's the hardest challenge. Like when you think about food costs and inflation, you can't fight it, but it's tough on these business owners and on us. Like that's, I would say, the biggest challenge. I wish that we could just do this all for free.
Right.
that honestly is the biggest thing. If we just took the financial stress out of it all, we would do it every day, right? We would go different places to do it every day, but that is our biggest inhibitor. But again, it's business. That's every business. It comes down to dollars and cents, and that's
so finding ways of making it affordable to those that would come if it was that way.
Yeah, like we don't charge admission for any of our guests to come into the site. It's always free for people to enter because we don't want to have any barriers for the community. So like I mentioned, we want to partner with some more sponsors and bring on some more activations, and then hopefully that way we can afford to kind of make it a little bit better or reasonable for people to come and invite more people to come, because there's less risk for everything. It's just that risk and those costs that that if I could wish away anything, it would be that.
Thank you, Kat, very much. You've been a delight to talk with. I can tell that you are wonderful owners, and I imagine Jason and you are very compatible. You have your own areas, it sounded like from the beginning, and then in the middle you can jockey a little bit for what's the best way of doing something.
Yes.
And you care about, it sounds like, every aspect of your business, which is important, starting with people.
Yes.
The owners, because without the owners of the other trucks, it's hard to have an event.
Oh, we wouldn't be able to do anything without our vendors. They're the heart and soul of all of this. They're the reason why people come. So.
And the staff, your team, security, the other parts that make it work, and of course then all the customers, the people that come and enjoy your brand of food truck festival.
Yes.
Thanks very much.
You're welcome. No, thanks for your time.
So we're going to put this together and put up something, and then if you have questions, there'll be a link to their site and you can talk to them. They're looking for more corporate sponsors. They're looking for people that want to have festivals in their community. They're looking for food truck owners that could benefit from their expertise in consulting. Whole package, lots of stuff available. My first food truck festival here in Chilliwack was a good one. In spite of the little bit of rain, I had some great Japanese yak soda, something beef. It was good. It was delicious. I'm going to have something else before I go, and we'll get this up as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just had a delightful time with Kat, one of the owners of the Greater Vancouver Food Truck Festival. Welcome. This is Food Truck Festival. It's my first food truck festival. business?
Sure is.
What's it called?
Concrete Design Company.
What's your name?
Jeanette.
Jeanette. My name's Danny.
Hi,
Foot-long hot dogs and a plant butcher, which is a brand new menu that we brought out for the PNEs. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
This is UAPS.
UAPS Security.
Unified Asset Protection Services and Security Limited.
It's a 10-year story. So I actually met Jason through working with his family at the PNE 10 years ago. BC Shop Local Market. So during the pandemic, we had to pivot our events to a drive-through.
That's why I'm asking for you too. If you're going to become a food truck owner, you got to be in it, and you got to understand there's some risk, right? And you got to understand nobody's going to love your business as much. And I'm looking forward to seeing you just as soon as possible. Okay? The ocean is your friend. Wow!
YouTube channel.
Yes. So let's see what